Launched myself off in the Llangollen Canal not so long ago, and just drifting down with the current at the moment. I'm just on the outskirts of Llangollen, Motor Museum there, and the Llangollen Canal ahead. Currents in the canal, bit of wildlife there, a mallard and some ducklings. No, it's a mandarin duck. Making my way down the canal, camping out for a couple of nights, hopefully heading for Nantwich, the other end of the Llangollen Canal, about 3 miles beyond the end of it. Llangollen Canal is 46 miles long and another 2.5 miles into Nantwich itself. It's Friday the 13th, very anonymous, but hopefully I've had no bad luck today. I'm not superstitious, and all being well, conclude my journey sometime on the evening of the 15th. Just showing a little campsite, camping spot I'm using tonight on the first night of my 2-night expedition down the canal. I'm at Bridge 9W on the Llangollen Canal. That's near a little hamlet, small village called Hinford. And I actually picked out this spot on Google Earth, and it's actually better than I anticipated. There's an old railway cutting there. The bridge is gone now over the canal, but the stonework's still there. It crosses the canal and it would have went through this line of trees, and it makes its way towards Nantwich eventually, I think. It's a nice bit of sheep shorn turf used by ducks, you can tell by the feathers. There's my little inflatable canoe there, and some of my gear, and this embankment here, loads of dead wood, so I've got more than enough for a little campfire to cook my breakfast on in the morning. I'll make a brew in a bit. I might just use my gas stove for that, but this is where I've chosen tonight. Couldn't ask for a better spot actually, right next to the canal. Brilliant. The morning after my first night on the canal expedition. Just zoom in there. I pitched camp in the corner of the field there, right next to the canal. Partial shade of those trees, and everything was disguised last night with the tarp anyway. I was woken up at 5:45 earlier, 5:45 AM. Lots of sheep running around making loads of noise, and I had the rumble of a little quad bike, and you see there a farmman came down the field. I don't think he knew the tent was there actually, but he clearly must have seen it, and he went over that little ditch there and across the bridge, and those sheep fields that were full of sheep yesterday, all empty now. They've rounded them all up, so they weren't too bothered about my partaking of their field overnight. Let's walk back over there. Just about to put a brew on. I was thinking about having a little campfire this morning, having a little fry up on that, but such a nice day. I think I'll make an earlier start than planned, and have a few nibbles en route. Do about another 12 miles today, and I'll be pitching up on a place called Wixall Moss. I'm going to have a route around there. Not been there since I was a kid, I don't think, and I want to have a route around because it's supposed to be one of the best places in Britain, or at least in northern England, for adders. I want to see if the have a route round and see if I can find a couple of the reptiles, hopefully bag one and film it, and so I'll be pitched up there for the night. As I say, that's about 12 miles away, so we shall see. I found this box here to be very useful. It's actually a polystyrene box that cheese is delivered in with a lid, which I got off the firm. They usually just bin them, and it's been a real boon. That pack loads of stuff in it. It's light to start with. It's even strong enough to sit on the edge. So I'll just go and have a brew now. This is a little something I use. Plastic container. These are sweets in, Quality Street chocks. They went down very nice. And the lid, of course. I use this for keeping my mobile phone and my camcorder inside. And I have it on the front of the canoe there. And any accidents guaranteed to be absolutely watertight. Whether you'll capsize or whether you just lose the container over the side, everything will stay bone dry. This is the junction of the Montgomery Canal with the Llangollen Canal, and strangely enough, although the sign over there says Montgomery, the canal never actually went to the town as far as I believe. Just zoom in on that finger post there. Better view of the entrance to the Montgomery Canal. There's a series of locks there, and there's 3 of them, and there's the sign there. Welcome to the Montgomery Canal. The 7-mile section of the Montgomery Canal is being restored for your enjoyment. Just arrived at Ellesmere. About 3 hours of paddling. Been a bit more difficult today. There's a breeze against me. Inflatables don't do well in the breeze, so it's been quite a slog. The breeze is turning me around now. So old wharf buildings. Sorts of goods would have been loaded here, taken off boats in the canal age. And just up there to the right is the arm that continues on to Nantwich, which I'll be taking in a bit. I'll be stopping off here for a few bits and pieces. Night 2 of my little expedition down the Llangollen Canal, end to end. That's the plan anyway. Llangollen down to Nantwich, about 49 miles all in. I struggled a bit today. It was a bit breezy even though it was hot, and it doesn't work well with these inflatable canoes, despite the amount of equipment I've got with me, weighing it down a bit more in the water. But I was intending to camp out Oh no, very near to a place called Wixall Moss, which straddles the English-Wales border. It's a national nature reserve, but there's a lot of stuff there about no camping, no fires, all this sort of stuff, which is fair enough. But also I went on the off side of the canal and was immediately attacked by dozens of mosquitoes. And I realised the whole place was just alive with them, so I had to abandon the place anyway. So I paddled on up the canal a few more miles, and I found this little patch on the edge of the canal, and I'll just pan around at all my junk, my canoe, and a bit of water draining out there, and an old railway embankment there. It's got a source of firewood, nice clean dry wood. Now amazingly, my first night I was actually camped next to this very same disused railway track, but several miles away, and by some coincidence I found this spot right next to the very same one. In some ways very similar situation, so that's been okay. Early start tomorrow. I'm about 3 miles from Whitchurch, and it's about another 16 miles to go, and there's quite a few locks to go through, so I'm not sure if I'm actually going to complete the entire trip minus a few miles. I don't know yet, we'll see, but if not, we can always do it again in the future, part 1 and a part 2. We'll see how it goes. That's where I dragged the canoe out of the canal earlier. Nice even bank full of nice thick grass cushioned the bottom of the inflatable, and underneath that tarp is a 2-man tent. Although I'm on my own, I prefer a 2-man because you can put some extra gear inside, and the canoe is at the back, and the whole thing is covered. That particular tarp doesn't blend in with the background, but it does dull down everything. And it's just after 9 PM now. The towpath is on the other side of the canal there. There's been 1 or 2 people along it, but I was stood here earlier and a whole family went past, men, women, kids, all laughing and joking, and they were so preoccupied with what they were doing. I was actually stood quite obviously, rather than trying to conceal myself, and human nature being what it is, they didn't even notice me. There's a lot to be said for just standing still, motionless. The human face is actually something that can be picked up from quite a long distance if it's not disguised. Something any person goes shooting birds or certain other animals will tell you, especially pigeons. You can see a human face a mile off. So stealth isn't the name of the game today. It's just pitching up on the side of the canal. But it's the second night now. Last fry up in the morning. I'm hoping to do a fry up. I didn't do one this morning, so I've got my little bacon and my little sausages and some eggs, and I'm quite looking forward to that.